Boom! Live and direct. Yeah. Cause I'm a dreamer. Walking on the road less traveled. Lion D. Starting with Lion D today. David Lion. Instead of wheat on the plate. Where's brush from my teeth in my face. My belt, tie my shoes lace. My little son and a baby mama Grace. List a dream that I'm running in place. I dream I'm running the place. I'm a dream catcher. No time to chase. There's no time to waste. Up on the floor again. Keep on more again. The help it. Stand to the sword again. Could wash dishes. For the floor again. God knows I can't stay poor again. No, that's like I'm waiting for someone. In my impression, I prayed at the outcome. They did a path, but they just can't do it. Everybody already knew it. Cause I'm a dreamer. Walking on the road less traveled. Yes, I'm a believer. Till we make it through. Forever a dreamer, and it's a constant battle. Never a believer, believe my dreams will come true. I know my dreams will come true. Ha! Boom! Live and direct, I'm back. Cause I'm a dreamer. Yeah, a believer. I'm here. Live and direct, cause I'm a dreamer, walking on the road less traveled. David Lion. Check him out. David Lion. Great stuff. He just had the new album. I had him on the Truman Show lately. A few weeks ago. Yeah. Great interview. Big up, David. So, today. Where are we today? What the title? I put Be Wise, because what did I say again? What I wanted to talk to you about. Hold on. Probably some kind of greatness. Probably some kind of... you see how I just show up and I have nothing planned, no agenda, nothing. I just get to freaking put my work in motion now and stretch and find something to tell you for an hour. That's what it is. It looks heavy, né? Sometimes I get to 20 minutes and I wonder how am I going to make it to an hour. You know, that's the thing often that happened to me. Né? Okay, I'm not on the right page. I'm on the Truman Show page. Hold on. But we have to be wise for sure. But we're getting wiser. We're getting wiser, stronger. Babylon will try to seduce you into the nonsense. Oh, we're going to talk about nonsense today. No, we're going to talk about sense. We have to be more sensitive with life. That's what I marked in the title yesterday. We're not sensitive enough. Sensitive means you can sense things. Same like significative, someone that is significative in your life, someone that can show you sign that is a sign. You know, the signs are all around, but no one wants to. Everyone's see the sign, talk about the sign, but no one wants to see the sign. No one wants to see the light. The sign could be the light, could be anything, but I think you have a choice at one point. It's either the light or but we're all pretty much into some kind of seduced by the darkness of this world. The dark stuff, like the evil stuff. And for sure, it's very, very important to be aware of how you're being seduced, because if not, you can never undo that seducing, that operation that's taking place there. Within your mind, probably, because it's a mind game after all. Let me log on that. Okay, hold on. Shut off the sound. Yeah, it's a mind game after all. So the only thing we have to do, like really, the only thing I'm focusing on, it's not really building my ego and shit like that. I want to build strength. To be able to carry on. You know, you want to be able to carry on with strength, with not only strength, but with fire, with passion, with, you know, you want to show up with vitality. You're back to life. You're back to life for a reason. You have been finding all these mysteries of life and all that. You know, if you, like me, went back to square one to relearn everything you have learned because you found out that the world is very, very insane, and you don't want to attach no more energy to this dream of hell. Melissa was asking me in a comment, what is hell for you? Hell for me is a state of mind. Is when we're being seduced by Babylon, we're in hell. We're totally in hell. If we're seduced by Babylon, by all the nonsense, alcohol, and all the bullshit there is in the world, and all the bullshit. I like to put alcohol first because that's what most of us get caught up in too often, is alcohol. We get seduced by alcohol, and alcohol is the destruction of mankind. So we have to avoid that fucking poison at all costs. At all costs. You can have a beer once in a while. It doesn't mean you have to drink a case. You know, we can have a beer, you can have a glass of wine. That's it. You don't need to go overboard, but most people, sometimes, just to cover up the misalignment, we get drunk and we try to forget the present moment. I don't know what is it with us. Like, many of us are caught up into this. And sometimes you're going to say, oh, no, it's just to have fun. No, it's just to cover your misalignment. Because if you're aligned, if you're true, if you're on the path of greatness, you will not give in to alcohol and all the freaking seducing of Babylon. You will be focused on personal mastery. And if you focus on personal mastery, you know, you don't let yourself be seduced. You got to be strong like the rock of Gibraltar. That's how you got to be. And I don't care I look rad skull with this shit or not, but this is fucking poison. And we got to be aware of this shit. Me, I'm aware. And I don't touch. I stay far from that. I want to stay far from the negative vibes. And that, I know, can bring me to consume more and this and that. All the madness. Even the TV. TV, you're going to watch it. You're going to consume more. Everything of the bad vibration of Babylon, if you consume it, you're going to want more. Because that's what it's there for. To make you addict, same like the poison to make you addict and the food, the MSG and all that scrap. Come on, make your brain freak out and you want more, you want that. It's the same thing. You always want more of the madness because that's what the default state of this world is. It's an insane, very insane. I don't think insane is even the word because I don't know. I think we're just not present. We're here, but we're not present. Because if we would be present, we have take our responsibility and make a change altogether. I think we're just not present. We exist, but we don't live. We don't live because if we start living, if we start feeling our freaking heart and feeling the stuff deep, the truth deep down inside you, you will not give in to those nonsense and Babylonian shit. You're going to be focused on your stuff. That's what we have to acquire. That's what I have to acquire. More focus. So I don't get seduced. You know, the moment and you're going to be seduced one time, a little bit. Like you're going to have a beer. You're going to have another beer. You're going to have to go out with friends, with flakes, and you're going to hang out. And, you know, you're going to end up in a bar. And then that's it. It's gone. I stay far from bars, from all this nonsense of Babylon. It never really attracted me. The bar scene never really attracted me. Maybe when I was young, but I was, I don't know. When you're young, you're so caught up. So caught up. That's why you need guidance. We need to tell them the truth. Enough bullshit. That's what I said today. I posted Jason's song. I said, too much bullshit. There's too much bullshit. Why are we not telling the truth to the youth? You know, tell them the truth. Tell them who they are. Tell them about their roots. You know, a tree with strong roots will laugh at the storm. If you have strong roots, if you're strong, you'll laugh at Babylon. I don't give a shit about the wicked. They can say whatever the fuck they want. I'm here to rise and shine. And that's my day, my time, my life. And I'm here on earth to do something. I'm not going to shrink from my greatness just for them to rise even more. Like, it's up to us. If we want to see a change, we have to make it. If not, nothing will ever happen. If you don't step into your greatness, if you don't step into who you're supposed to, who you really are, if you don't start accepting yourself, you know, it's very important. If not loving yourself, like, c'est moi après avec loving yourself before you love others, ça marche pas de même. If you wait to love yourself to love others, the world will always be in chaos. We have to accept ourselves. We have to come to a state of acceptance. Stop avoiding ourselves. But we prefer avoid ourselves, and I've been like that. I avoided the greatness for how many years? Come on. So if I come here, it's to tell you that at least don't repeat the same. I don't know if they're mistake that I've done. I think there's only experience. But I've learned if they're mistake, I've learned from them, obviously. I'm doing something now to undo that trauma. I realize that the world is very, very, very weird. I don't know, insane. I was looking for another word than insane, but I think we're just not present. We're just not present. And if we would be present, there would be change, because we would not give in to we will not be seduced. Like, we get seduced very easily, too, very easily, because it's comfortable. Well, I tell you, start put yourself uncomfortable a little bit uncomfortable each and every day. And one day you will be comfortable with the uncomfortable. That's what the exercise is about. And that helps you conquer your fears and conquer you. And you who conquers himself is mighty. Forget about conquering the world. Just conquering yourself will be a lifetime, just changing yourself. So forget about the world right freaking now. Just changing you is a lifetime commitment. Just changing you. That's why I don't care about just changing me. Just conquering myself is such a huge, not command, but a huge goal. Just to break the walls, to get to the heart of goal, and really love fearlessly. You know, this is the point where I want to get to, love fearlessly. And that takes time. Due to the programming, the nonsense puts in our head, and I woke up one day and I realized this whole thing was so upside down, so inverted. So inverted. It's an inverted world. That's the worst. Everything is inverted, upside down. Put it wherever you want. I think it's upside down because that's how they figure it. The Bonham is standing upside down in Australia, I guess. So everything is upside down, and we need to make a change. We need to get up, start voicing our voice. I don't know. I'm not the only one. There's people singing. There's a lot of people coming out telling you about not only Babylon, but telling you about yourself, telling you about the greatness that we all have. Anyway, to me, it's a must that we keep our focus, and for that we can be seduced in the nonsense. If you start being seduced in the nonsense a little bit one day, it's going to be a little bit more the next day, a little bit more the next day, and it accumulates, and then you're addicted to the nonsense, and then you can't fucking let go, because that's your whole life, the fantasy. You have built a fantasy around this shit, and you can't let it go. Can't let it go. Come on. Oh, my life, my illusion. That's why people don't want to know the truth, because it breaks their illusion. It breaks their illusion. They don't want to hear about that. They don't want to hear about that. They have they're way too caught up, first of all, in the Matrix to even start lifting the veil. You know, so you have to get out the rat race a bit. Get out the rat race, and the material shit is there just to scare you. It's there to scare you because you're going to do anything to protect it after. If you acquire a big mansion, a big house, a big car, a big skidoo, a big sea-doo, all kinds of toys around you, you're going to do anything to maintain it. And it's all bought on credit, probably. So you're going to work like a fucking dog. You're going to lose your physics. You're going to lose your moral. And you're going to probably lose your fucking self in the process. So, you know, it's a very important to... Anyway, to me, my life is not a joke. I don't come here to make jokes. That's why I'm a bit serious sometimes. I think it's time to be... time to look into our eyes. Time to open up our eyes. Time to open them up, at least. You know, it's a start. Beautiful day again. Sunny day. Yeah. Always. Been sunny for a while now. So yeah, so Babylon will try to seduce you in many ways. So it's up to us to be aware, and be wise. You know, be wise. What you want? A life of distraction, a life of temptation, a life that there's temptation all around, and you give in to the temptation all the time. There's temptation all around. I can go out. I'm tempted, seduced by anything. So I gotta remain my focus on the prize. I let go of the material stuff. I don't need all that shit around me to rise. Like if it comes as the byproduct of a certain success one day, okay. But I mean, that's not my goal to it. Not anymore, not anymore, because I know what's at stake. I'll do anything to protect it, to keep it, and you go fucking crazy sometimes, man. You work like a man, like a madman. You forget your whole life, and then the years goes by, and then you wake up. You're like, okay, what have I done? Like that's how a bit I felt. Like you feel weird. You wake up at 40, and you're like, I worked like a freaking madman all my life, but just to chase that dollar, that why, what did I do with the dollars? Honestly, just consume material, and so you get lost, and that's the whole purpose of the Matrix and the material world is for us to never find out who we really are and accept ourselves. But acceptance is a must, because if not, you'll avoid. If there's no acceptance, there's avoidance. So why are you avoiding yourself? The question. I don't avoid myself anymore. I don't avoid anything. I just go on. I go on. Like I tell you, sometimes that I come here and I have nothing. Now I put myself on the even more uncomfortable, because I used to come with notes and stuff. Now I have nothing prepared. Nothing. And I'll probably be here yapping for the next 40 minutes again. So I got to find the inspiration for that. Where does it come from? It comes from focus. It comes from focusing on your stuff. If you start focusing on your stuff, you let go of stop encouraging all kinds of people about, that's what we do also. We encourage everybody else but ourselves. Start encouraging yourself a bit. Start kicking yourself in the freaking butt and encourage yourself. It's gonna work. You can figure it out. I know I can figure it out. I don't want someone else to figure it out for me, my dream. I want to figure out my dream by myself. I want to figure the whole life. I start back from square one, not to get instructed again. I don't want to be instructed on life. I want to have inspiration. I want to have insights, but not instructions from Babylon and explanation and definition. And no, I want to see the mystery in life. I want to feel it. I want to feel the mystery of nature, all this, and going back to my roots. Like I said, it's more going back to our roots. But I don't think it's for everyone too. That's what Sam was saying yesterday. Not everyone will see the profound truth in themselves in one lifetime. It could be many. The world would have changed. The world would have changed if people would see the truth. The truth of who they are and the truth of who we are, and that we don't need to wait for God to come down to fix things. And, that's also what they want us to look up to religion and all kinds of stuff, to put the divinity like outside of ourselves and wait for it to fix things. It's like, it's up to us. But you don't want to take responsibility. You don't want to take ownership for your life. So all kinds of chaos around you, all kinds of chaos around me, because we're not taking responsibility. We're not mature enough. We're all adults, but we're not mature because we give in to temptation. We let ourselves be seduced, and then our children sees that, and they do the same thing. They repeat the same thing. They get seduced in Babylon, and they become drone robots. Like, I don't want my children to become drone robots. I'm going to tell them everything I know about this very fucked up world. I don't know how to say it. It's very bizarre. It's very bizarre, very strange, very... I don't know. It's so easy to see our great... Like, it's right inside of us. At one point, if you dig, you will find. If you seek, you will find. Like, what I needed to know. I always been on that path. I just arrived here in this time. But I always been on that path of seeking truth within myself. I think so. I feel it deep because it started young. I gave in to the temptation and seduction. I've been seduced. Doesn't mean my mind was completely into Babylon, but I was seduced by the nonsense, by the meat eating and all the rituals and all the satanic rituals that they make us do on their behalf. That I don't know if they do themselves. So, the bloodshed is happening and we're just repeating the stuff. So at one point I said, that's enough. Enough is enough. I got to take responsibility and Stop creating harm and just that. And that brought me back to life. That brought me back to life at one point. Your mind gets renewed also by working so much on yourself and focusing on your stuff. Not only like I'm doing, like many people are doing, not only me. I have my ways to do it. And also I don't want to be a copycat. I don't want to be. I'm an original. You have my own vibe here. I have my own vibration and my own, and that's very important. I want to stay like that. I'm a very special vibe. I know it. Not special. I'm not special, but the vibe is special. The man is just a man, but the vibe is special. Like the man, the core will always stay the same as you. It's just my vibration might be different for sure. There are some people that vibe super low. I can see it. We have the same. We're not both special, but one of us vibe on a different level, and it's easy to see sometimes. But if you can't see things, if you can't figure out that they're lying to you, I cannot help you. If you can't figure out that you have greatness within you, I cannot help you. Like I can help you to get to the door, to get to where maybe push you with a bit of inspiration to where you want to go, but you have to go through that door and you have to smash everything. More doors after doors, days after days, and that's how you build the strength. And that's how at one point, I don't know, it just become natural. Like I don't think anything will be really forced even over time, because I'm taking a very natural process. Like I want to figure it out. I want to figure out things work. I want to figure out why this world is. But I figured it out a bit why it's so confusing. But I want to figure things out. How to make this dream happen, how to manifest and to really bring this dream into reality, like materialize it, but not in the material form, but in this world of form. That's what I mean. Materialize it, and for that, I gotta find a way. And I found a good way through YouTube to express what I had to say, and I have a lot on my heart. I've been silent for a very long time, and that silent, at one point, it's brewing inside. It's like it's brewing, constantly brewing, and at one point, it just come out. At one point, it's just enough. I think the insult also, I think it's the insult that they have portrayed on us and try to perpetuate on us, or in that we let ourselves also be insulted. We don't say nothing. Like I say, it's good that they do stuff. But what about us? We can't only say, oh, they. They is us. They is the teacher that tell lies to my children. That's who they are. So they is they is us. They is the politician that doesn't know a fucking clue about what he's doing in the world. That's they, but that's also us. So when you gotta be careful when you say they do this, they do that, the elite and this, that. Come on. First of all, if there would be nobody running this world right now, it would be supreme chaos. So I'm glad that the police is there, the army, and all that shit, because right now we're so freaking wide, so dumbed down that it would be pure chaos. So I'm kind of glad that it's like that, because I see our state of mind. I see our will to just advance in life being very, very low for certain people. So they would not take the lead. That's what I mean. So we need leaders, but it's just the leaders today are intrusive. I'm not saying I'm not preaching them, but I kind of acknowledge why it's there. Can we take our responsibility? Are you changing the world? No. So someone has to take the control at one point. We need structure. So I don't see that leaving from the one day to another. We can't even take responsibility for our life. We're all freaking drone robots. And that's the truth. I don't care. You don't like it. So that's the truth. I'm not going to put white gloves here. That's the place I come to liberate my trauma. You think I'm going to put white gloves? No way. Never. And also, it's a chance. It's there to liberate. I want to liberate the trauma, all the nonsense that I've been fed with. But But maybe I won't maybe liberate all the nonsense, but I'll do a lot of healing. It's a healing process. Yeah, yeah. We need to heal. We need to at one point to let go of the nonsense. And me, the nonsense in my life was a lot about rituals that I was doing, not even knowing. I wasn't aware. Our level of awareness is very, very low. Very low level of awareness, and that can be leading to spiritual suicide. Literally. Literally leading you straight to hell. That's where it's going to lead you straight to hell. There's a path to hell. You can take it. There's a dream associated with that. There's all kinds of stuff in the hell of Babylon. Very comfortable. All kinds of material stuff. To me, that's hell. The dream of life for me is something very, very divine. Very divine. Not in the same vibrational frequency than what the nonsense we have in the world. Like it must be like a layer above, not separated from the world, but like a layer of vibration above. I don't know. I don't feel like, I feel like everything is there. It's not but it's like a computer game. They run our life like a computer game. That's what it is. We're like little bonhommes in a computer game. So it's up to us to format that program. You're in the computer, format the program. Once you do the work, once you start renewing a bit your mind from the nonsense, unlearning what we have learned, all the Babylonian stuff, me, I qualify it like that. All the Babylonian stuff, it's all an illusion anyway. And if you're willing to change, not only you will not be seduced anymore and all this, you will have a much better vibe inside. The vitality is going to come back. You know, we all want to go back younger, to look younger, to look. I've never felt so good in my life. I keep telling you every freaking day. Not because the world is in harmony, but because I have found out what I came to do here. I'm trying to really get in touch with it. Really. I don't know. Like, I've been doing a lot of stuff lately, especially online on YouTube, but still, it's very undefined to me. The whole thing is undefined, so I got to define who I am. And some people might see me and say, oh, yeah, he's Truman. Whoa, whoa. I haven't get to where I want to go and where I have to be, and I'm getting there. But this is just tools I'm giving myself to also empower myself, changing my name and giving myself the name of Truman. It's confidence, and confidence is worthwhile. Self-confidence is very worthwhile, and that's how I empower myself. I don't wait for someone to say, oh, you can change it. No, I forgot everything, even my name. Well, you can call me Yannick if you want. I don't care. But in my mind, it was like I had to do something. I was like reborn in this world, so I had to rename. So that's why I took Yannick, and also I'm a big lover of reggae music. Not lover, reggae ambassador. I'm a reggae ambassador. That's what I am, really, because I'm starting to see that. It's very, I don't think I love it. It's more than love for me. Reggae music is... when it's conscious, when the lyrics are conscious and inspire me, like I want to have things that inspire me around me. I don't want to have things that doesn't uplift me and inspire me. If it doesn't inspire me, I don't want to have you around. If it's a person or if it's a book or whatever, and a video or music that doesn't inspire me, I don't want it around. Same like toxic people. I don't need them around. I don't give a shit passing the rest of my life alone. I'm not alone, I know that. But I don't need toxic people around me. I don't need people with low vibration, people that don't dream, people that have no goals, people. I don't want that. I don't want that. I want people that dream. That's who I want to get in touch with. Dreamers, big minds, people that talk about dreams, about projects, about alive stuff, Not dead stuff, drama, gossip, and all the nonsense. Where does that gonna lead me? In the pit of hell of Babylon, that's where it's going to lead me. Because that's where I'm going to start to do gossip and take the low ride. And I don't want to take the highway, but I want to take Not a highway that's been traveled before. I want a highway that's never been traveled. A place where man has never tampered with. That's where I'm going. That's where I'm going. A place where man has never tampered with, like Gavin says. When we go to the chilling spot, he says, "Daddy, that's a place man that's never tampered with." We're gonna find it, and we found a new spot yesterday. Great, Sam came and found a new island. Find a really a nice camping spot in the wood. Nice place. I made videos anyway. You'll see them eventually, probably during the winter. I have like 14 pages now of video in advance. I just finished uploading 21 now. So I'll be back out this morning again for sure. It's nice outside, so I'm not staying in. Me, if it's nice outside, out even if it's raining, I love when it's raining. I love when it's snowing too. I prefer hot weather. Hot is better than cold, but I don't mind. Like, it's not something that it's more what I have inside that create the heat and create the. I'm probably the cause of the climate warming and the climate warming thing shit that they talk about, the illusion they talk about. I'm probably because of that, because I have so much heat. So much heat. The fire is so intense. That's what we need, intensity. Intensity is so necessary. And you want to be intense in anything that you do. You want to be intense. You're not going to have a easy ride home. Hello. I gotta have to call through. I'm telling you, you're going to face the most discovery moment of your life. Every day, it's a new discovery. That's what I do. And that's how I feel. I feel like it's a new me every day. And that's how you got to feel. Every day is a rebirth. Every day you get a chance to make it happen. But what are we doing, wasting our time encouraging others? We encourage everybody else but ourselves. Like at one point, it's like, you have the power. You have the power to be great. That's why also I've been into concerts and stuff, and a lot into encouraging others at one point, because I couldn't find how to encourage myself and to build something that I could work on, my own stuff. Even if it doesn't happen, like, it doesn't mean your stuff is gonna have a big outcome at the end. But it will have a big effect on you. You will liberate yourself from the stuff that fears and stuff, and that was holding you back before from becoming who you're supposed to be. So, me, I don't hold back anymore. I don't hold back on nothing. I'm just gonna keep on doing my thing, and just stretch and stretch and stretch, and that also bring pride, not false pride, but pride to keep you going, to do more. It's if I'm not proud of what I do here, I will stop. So for sure, I'm proud. I'm very humble and proud. Yeah, because I've came. It's not about where you're from or this and that, and it's about how far you have come and what you're willing to do. To stretch. What are you willing to do? To what extent are you willing to sacrifice who you are now for what you will become? What are you willing to do for that? That's all on you. That's all on you. They don't come and put chains on you. You put them yourself. You put the chains and you keep them there locked tight. So unlock the chain. And the chain again. Not chains at your feet. You can almost feel sometimes that they're chains at your feet, but it's chains, mental chains. We self-oppress and self-deceive a lot. That's what I find. That's what I was doing. We are on self-deceiving path and self-destruction and all that stuff. How many people are on self-destruction with substance? Come on. Why are we not? That's another thing. We've been given a perfect body, but we trash it with poison and all kinds of nonsense. So we have to return to a state of, to me Babylon is there to distract us and all that stuff. All the stuff, even cannabis, I can probably put it in there. It's there to, if you don't use it in a positive way, it's going to distract you. It's going to distract you, take you out, make you signed out. All the drugs, all the alcohol, cigarettes, all the shit is working on your mind because it's an addiction and you need it, and that's all you think about. That's all you think about. And often, if you don't have it, your whole day will be after finding it, finding your fix and finding this. So during that time, you're not using your mind to create, to create purposeful, to create, not purposeful, but to realize your purpose. To realize your purpose here. So you're distracted, and cigarettes, alcohol, movies, sports on TV. There's all kinds of shit. The religions and anything in Babylon will take you out, so that you don't get in touch with who you are. And if you get in touch with who you are, that means you're waking up. That means it's very easy to make your dream come true, because now you're realizing who you are. Nothing can stop you. Only you. And that also you realize that. So you even get more stronger because you acknowledge where's the real enemy. You get even more stronger. You're going to slay those dragons inside like fucking crazy every day. Every day you're going to go at it. I'm telling you, that's the feeling I get. That's what I do. And that's the example I want to give. It's an everyday thing. It's a boom thing. It's an everyday thing. It's not once a week. It's an everyday thing. You want to rise. You want to get to your dream. You want to live the dream life. And I'm not talking about the American dream material shit. The dream life for me, is travel. Okay, I want to travel. I want to go across the earth. Yeah, across the earth. Across the plane. I want to go across the plane and, meet people and meet different people, have different experience, different countries, different ways of living. And I want to absorb by this. So this is the experience I want to have here. If I'm here on Earth, I would like to see the Earth. Not just Canada, not just Quebec. There's other stuff than Quebec. There's so much beautiful people everywhere. That's what I want to see. I want to see the beautiful people. So for that, I need to stretch. I need to stretch, and it's not going to happen from one day to another that you live the dream life. But if you start, and even if I don't get it, I don't care. Even if I don't travel the world, honestly, it's not going to break my heart. Because just what I've done allowed me to become stronger, to become someone else. So just that is a reward in itself. So it's not really the price at the end, or because it doesn't really bother me if it doesn't happen. If it happened, it happened. That's the dream. But the dream is also each and every day in action. Put my work in motion each and every day, and that's a challenge. That's a huge challenge for me, for many people. Just to put the work in motion each and every day is a big thing. But if you are focused, if you are not seduced, not distracted, and you think your life has value, you're not going to waste it. You're not going to waste your time on stupid shit, on YouTube videos and all kinds of nonsense, unrelevant to define yourself here. At one point you got to define yourself. Don't let Babylon define you. They give you a name. That's your definition. And if you stick to it, that will be your whole illusion all your life. So drop everything. I'm not saying drop your name and all that, but let go a bit. Let go of it. Learn a bit what all this is doing to you. What all this is doing to your subconscious. And you will realize that you got to free your mind. You got to stop thinking those stuff that they told you and start thinking for yourself. And that empowers you. That brings you back all your youth that you want. If you're around my age, you want to go back to a vital state. You feel old and crabby, and you feel like there's no hope, and you're in sorrow. Just get to your truth. Get to the truth of who you are, and you're back in your youth. Boom, straight back in your youth days. I can tell you that's how I feel, because I'm not fake. Because what I put out there is who I was. What I do here, I would have done it at 19, 18, when I was seeing stuff. When I was starting to awake my conscience on a lot of stuff. Oh, yeah. It's just maybe at that time I wouldn't have had the strength. I needed more experience in life to gain more wisdom, to gain more strength. And then, boom, at this point, I think I was mature enough. It's like a fruit that's growing and growing, and at one point he's just ready and he comes out. It's ripe. I was ripe. Now I'm ripe. I'm ready for greatness. It's just you gotta prepare that stuff. Look, I had all kinds of experience in my life. I told you a lot here of experience I've had, and I don't stop. I want to have more. I want to have more because I know that's all it is about. It's about having experience and experiencing life, having stretching and doing things, doing new things. So this is not it. It might be a new thing after. I might find something else, to stretch even more. Find another way to do it. For now, this is what it is. You see me here. But every day I think about stretching, about doing something different, And that's why I come here and with no notes and nothing, and I put myself on the spot. I don't like to confront other people because I don't think it's necessary. Confrontation with people, especially about truth. But confronting myself, I freaking love that. I love that. I love that because that makes me slay the dragon inside the demons, of delay, of doubt, of all those demons inside are being slayed one after the other. Every time I rise, every time I shine, it's less of the demon inside. So what I should be, freaking like a demoniac man here and doing evil stuff. That's the way of that's not my original way. I cannot see that. I don't have that in my heart. I don't have hate in my heart. Hate, fear, and all that shit has been taught to me. I don't have that naturally in my heart. I'm a very lovey, a big bear, a big lovey man, and I only have love in my heart. I only have love. I don't want to hear the word hate or these bad words that have been taught to me, because naturally I cannot hate. I cannot hate anything, especially not animals and people. And then you can talk about the rocks, the trees, the rest of the stuff, the fishy, but the animals and the people, the ones that are on earth, come on. And then we can, if we don't hurt that, maybe we won't hurt the rest. It's gonna be a whole. That's it. That's where we gotta get, and I don't know. Bozo, find greatness in solitude. That's why I like to be alone. I really love to be alone. I have no problem being alone. I can be alone all day. Like this morning, I'm gonna leave at I don't know what time is it. 7:43. In about half an hour. An hour. I'll be out before 9 o'clock. I'm going alone at my chilling spot. I sit there. I walk, because I have to move a bit with my knee. Also, it's not too good to stay fucking neutral. So I go there, and but I don't mind being alone. I don't mind being alone at all. I enjoy my presence a lot because I'm present. Once you become present, you gotta enjoy your presence. The only reason why sometimes we don't enjoy our presence is because we're not present. Our minds is into all kinds of nonsense. So yeah, being alone, you have to come on. And especially the more you advance in age, the more honest you are with yourself. You don't need fucking bullshit drama from people. So I don't give a fuck what they gossip about and shit. That's what people do. They gossip about all kinds of stuff all the time about people and what they do with their life and shit. I prefer be alone. If it's the case, if you're gonna bring me somewhere that there's no minds awake, or I prefer not to go, stay alone. I've let my wife go to parties alone because I don't want to bother with people. It's too fucking low vibration. She got mad at me. I don't care. I don't want to mix with fucking toxic people, with alcohol. I don't want to mix with bad vibration, with evil people that do not recognize their evil state and are not trying to make a change. I don't need this. I don't need this. Solve your problem yourself. I'm not responsible for the fucking wreck in your life. I'm responsible for my own, and that's what I'm doing here. I'm doing the damage that I've created to myself and to the world. So take your responsibility. That's all it is. But I'm not here to no, for sure. But yeah, I prefer be alone sometimes, for sure, because and I've said no to her for parties and funerals, and even funerals I said no to go. I said, let the dead bury the dead. I'm not fucking going there. And she got mad at me, but listen, that's my values. I don't mix with low vibration stuff because I know this is all to work on our minds and to. So I stay far from that, but that's me. You don't have to be radical like I am. Sometimes it can cause a bit of friction. But after 14, 15 years, I think she can handle the friction a bit. Yeah. When you're alone, you have no distraction. Exactly. When you're alone, there's nothing to distract you. When you're alone, what can distract you? And if you, on top of that, if you are empowered by your own presence, it's even better. Like, you don't need anything. That's what we need ourselves anyway. We need to be with ourselves. We have checked out. So it's time to recheck in. Time to recheck in, to detox from that, all the nonsense of Babylon. If we detox, we might have a greater future. A greater future if we detox, I'm sure. Anyway, it can give us more hope to create something magnificent. You want to think big, but act bigger. And you want to have dreams. You want to have goals every day. Even if you still have your job in Babylon and stuff like that, you want to work on your stuff, and mostly it's with your mind. So it's creating, and little, start writing your ideas. You know, there's a process to get to your dream, but I think it will meet you. Your purpose, your dream, all you have to do will come and meet you if you take action. You will find it. It's like a natural mystic blowing through the air. And if you take action constantly and you feed that fire constantly, it will come and meet you. It's like a divine vibration. You cannot avoid it. It's hard to explain. There's shit here I cannot explain with words. And I hope you understand. You overstand my what I mean. But there's stuff I cannot explain with words, but it's there. It's something that I feel, but you have to feel it. There's stuff we can only feel. I cannot explain, we can only feel it. Who knows? Who feels it knows it. Isn't it what we say? It's like the truth. Who feels it knows it. The truth is something you feel. Live the truth that you feel. It's something you feel. You feel it's true. You feel it's something like you cannot put words, but you feel it's true. Like, that's it. But that's what it is. To me, it's sounds of nature, wonderful music. Yeah, I like to bring my music in nature. I always bring I bring my little speaker, and I go at my. Often I bring music. I put my reggae music outside at the chilling spot, and I have it's a moment of meditation. I meditate a lot. Music. I think I get the lyrics, and I get inspired. I take notes often. The stuff I'm going to tell you here comes from the music I listen. Everything that I say here comes from what influenced me in my life. Obviously, I will not tell you stuff. I'm trying to have original thought, but it's kind of hard. Kind of hard to have an original thought in the mind that's been so programmed. That's why I'm saying it's important to undo that program that we all been programmed with. So you can start thinking for yourself, have original thoughts. From there you create every breath you take. If you have original thought, if you think for yourself, you create every breath you take. And every breath you take will be in the direction of the dream of life, not the dream of hell. That's how I see it. Might not be the exact feeling you get, but I'm sure we all see it differently. What I'm saying here is not rocket science, but the way we feel it might be different. The way I feel it is the way I feel it. Might be a bit different for you, but it's all the same vibration, the same divine vibration that we must get in touch with. I don't know. I find something very, very divine with us. Very divine with us. Very. I see, and especially if I see someone that is a bit aware of who they are, then I'm getting so energized by that. So energized by someone. I don't like to say awake, because that puts separation. Other people's are awake too. They're just not questioning things. But awake, it's more an expression, I think, in English also. Awake, faut se réveiller. C'est la même affaire. Faut se réveiller. We have to be awake. Maybe they're sleeping, and after all, maybe that's what it is. I don't know. I just don't want to cause division and put myself on a pedestal, never, and say I'm special. I'm nothing of that. I'm not even here. That's how I see it. I don't want to be special or anything. We're all special. We're all very special to the eyes of the Creator, to the eyes of the Divine. But that's if you awake your conscience and start realizing the power that you have to create reality, to co-create reality, to be responsible as you should be. But it takes time. It takes time because the mind is always taking us places where. That's why if you don't master, personal mastery is of utmost importance, because if you cannot master or do that stuff constantly, it probably at one point you're gonna let go. So very, very important to keep that drive alive with the sounds of nature, of course, with the sounds of nature, with the birds. The best things in life are free, so don't wait for. The best things in life are free. We miss that. We miss that because we're so caught up in the material stuff that. But hear the birds singing and all that stuff. It's always free. It's always free to go in nature and mid-state and get more insights. Once you mid-state, you get insight. That's what I get. I want to get insight. So for that, I got to be focused too. If you want insight to come to, it's like inspiration, insight. It comes from the inside, but you got to be focused. If you're not aligned, you're not going to receive no divine insight. But people that receive divine insight, many are called, few are chosen, the chosen ones, or whatever you want to say it. I think many are called, but few are chosen, because not everybody is stepping to their big man socks or big woman socks and do what's necessary to. So at one point, you have to be realistic also. Some people just don't give a flying shit about all this. It's true. So maybe it is many are called, few are chosen. I don't know what you think about that. I don't know what you guys think about that. There's 6 of you watching now. Am I right by saying many are called, few are chosen? Sometimes I feel that that's what it is. I don't know. There's something happening to me. Very, very strong. I'm trying to sometime acknowledge what's going on. It's called life. Yeah, there's a growth. But also I wonder sometimes, what is that thing? What is that vibration hitting me like that and hitting other people? Why it doesn't hit the guy beside me? Why the guy beside me doesn't get hit by it and wake up and start? So what is that thing? Many are called, few are. I don't know. I don't want to separate myself from the rest of the herd. I want to be an immaculate member of the herd of sheep. I'm still a sheep, but I want to figure out why some people get hit by truth like that, like boom, like a big whip, and some others don't. Like, I don't know. Just trying to make sense in all this. Trying to make sense why some people rise, why some don't. Some will never rise. Some will be their aim from the young age. Their aim will be to rise, to change the world. And some others, they don't give a shit. They're just like default state. And why so many of us do not accept the default state anymore? Because it's about acceptance. You accepted the default state. If you're in it, it's because you accept it. So why so many of us accept this default state? And so there's something. There's something worth levels of awareness, each on their own karmic path. Yeah, I think so. Each it's a level of awareness, I think, that differs from each and every man and woman, living man and woman. Not individual. Why I want to be divided inside. I'm not an individual. I'm not a human. I don't want to hear those words, and that really puts that's like the warrior inside you hears all those words. It's like when you do something wrong and you call yourself stupid. You drop a jar on the ground and you say you're stupid. Oh, that's stupid. Never say that. I caught Sam yesterday saying that. I say, hey, don't say that. You're not stupid. Because the warrior inside of you hears everything. So you have to be very, very careful. Very careful with what the vibes we sent out. The vibes we sent out, the vibes we bring in, and just keep focused. Keep focus. and rise and shine day after day. That's it. And don't lose sight on the price. People have too young spirit, levels of awareness, each on their own. All is to reach the source, the common thread within us all. We change genders with reincarnation, karmic teaching, learning. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. All is to reach the source, the home, the source, and that's it. I think that's the ultimate journey is to go back home. Go back home. I think it's go back to our really, really natural ways of being and just from truth. No more lies, no more nonsense, just from truth, acting from truth. And it's going to come. It's going to come. The earth is changing. The vibration are changing. They're getting higher. And so it's constant work on yourself. It's you versus you. It's not you against the world. Forget the world. Work on yourself. Just changing yourself, you're making a life commitment right there. If you do, it's a life thing. So forget about others and the world against you and the people against you, and you have an enemy. And forget about this. Forget about this. It's you versus you. That's all it is. And you're gonna rise or you're gonna fall, and you decide. It's all on you. No, not the government, not the army, not the people that put confusion in your head, because you can clear that confusion. You just give into it. So it's all on you. After all, at the end of the day, it's on you. It's on you. So you decide. Honestly, that's what I realize. It's all on me. The action I take, I decide. Nothing. There's no chain on my feet. There's no chain in my head. There's no luck on my mind. I can expand. So it's up to us. Rise and shine, people. I'll be out another now. I love you all very much. And that's it. Live your dreams. You see, I did it. Another hour. At the beginning, I didn't know too much what I was going to tell you, but I'm inspired because I keep my focus. I don't give in to temptation and nonsense of Babylon. And not because I'm pure and super clean, but I want to keep the vibes pure and clean. The vibes that come in, that I can control. I cannot really I can control the character, the outcome, but there's only certain stuff we can control, but it's important if we can control them to control them. Take control of our life, take ownership. There's stuff we can control. Others we can't. Like Babylon, they're freaking wicked. You cannot really control their madness, but you can control your own. You can clear the Babylon in your head and all that stuff. You are Babylon. I am Babylon. You can look outside, but it's you versus you. It's what I told you. So you take the choice, and at one point you just have enough, and you start working on yourself and just becoming more each and every day, moving out of that default state. Start dreaming, start having a dream, and start working on something that you have passion for, something you love. It's got to be something you love. You got to find something, passion, something you love, because if not, you might give up along the way. If you can do it free and just to give back, you might give up because it's not something you really love. If it's something you really love, you can do it for free. There's no money attached to it. You can do it for the benefit of us all without any reward, no ego inflation, and nothing. So it's just from the heart. So he's out, and he will be back another now. I love you all, and have a very, very uplifting day and beautiful day. And that's it. Big up Suzanne and Bozo. Was there anybody else in the chat? I think there was you too. Yeah. Bozo le clown. I love it. So greatness is upon us. It's all over us and it's inside us. That's all we come from. We come from greatness and love, and we live in love and grace. So rise and shine. He's out.